Hi, and thank you for visiting my channel. For more information, kindly subscribe and follow. Now let's get started.
WWE Chief Content Officer Triple H has levied some massive praise on one of his top superstars. The game claimed they could be the biggest star in the business for a long time. Speaking on the first episode of WWE Unreal on Netflix, Triple H revealed how big of a star he feels Rhea Ripley can become. Such praise from the head booker is always a positive. He mentioned however Mommy is, using the crowd reaction to her entrance music as proof. Triple H stated that Ripley is capable of being on top of WWE for years to come. When that music hits, it's a moment in the crowd, and it's undeniable. She has it. She can be the biggest star in this business for a long time to come, he said. 1407 to 1417. The WWE Hall of Famer further praised Rhea Ripley later in the episode. It focused on her Women's World Championship win over Liv Morgan on the January 6 episode of Raw, which was the company's Netflix premiere. The reaction for her is incredible. It's hard not to look at her as the most captivating woman on our roster, he said. 4246 to 4254. While she isn't the champion right now, Rhea Ripley will get a chance to win back the Women's World title at SummerSlam this weekend. She will face Io Sky and Naomi in a triple threat match for the belt. In the ever-evolving world of WWE, the spotlight is never stagnant. It shifts and swivels, often unpredictably, landing on faces both familiar and new. But sometimes, the buzz is impossible to ignore. And right now, that buzz is deafening around a 28-year-old superstar who's not just catching eyes, he's commanding attention in a way that makes even the biggest names in the business take notice. That star? Carmelo Hayes. At just 28, Hayes has already carved a name for himself on NXT with a swagger that blends old-school confidence with new-school charisma. And it seems like he's no longer just a rising star, he's on the brink of something much bigger. According to none other than Triple H and Rhea Ripley, Carmelo Hayes isn't just the future, he might be the now. He's him, and everyone knows it. During a backstage media scrum following a recent WWE Premium Live event, Triple H was asked which younger talent had the it factor that could take WWE to new heights over the next decade. Without hesitation, he smiled and dropped a name, Carmelo Hayes. He's got the athleticism, he's got the timing, and above all, he's got the presence, Triple H said. WWE isn't just about moves. It's about moments. And Carmelo knows how to create moments every time he walks through that curtain. That's rare. That's special. Triple H, who has a proven track record of spotting once-in-a-generation talent, from Seth Rollins and Roman Reigns to Rhea Ripley herself, went even further. I've worked with a lot of stars. And what I see in Carmelo reminds me of a young Shawn Michaels, that ability to electrify the crowd with just a look, a pause, or a word. I truly believe if he stays focused and keeps pushing, he can be the guy for a long time. Rhea Ripley backs the statement. Surprisingly, it wasn't just the WWE higher-ups talking. Rhea Ripley, the current powerhouse of the Judgment Day and one of WWE's most dominant female champions, echoed those thoughts in a separate interview. You don't have to be in the ring with Melo to know he's a threat, Ripley said, nodding with a grin. You just watch him, and you feel it. It's not arrogance. It's certainty. And when you're in this business, belief in yourself is everything. Ripley, who's been at the forefront of WWE's women's division, praised Hayes' dedication to authenticity. He doesn't try to copy anyone. He's building his own path, his own voice. That's what's going to take him further than most. The journey so far. Carmelo Hayes, real name Christian Brigham, first made waves in WWE's NXT brand, quickly becoming North American champion and then later claiming the NXT championship. With catchphrases like Melo don't miss and a confidence that made fans lean in, he transformed from a promising rookie to one of the hottest names in developmental. But even more impressive has been his smooth transition onto the main roster. Appearing on Raw and SmackDown recently, Hayes didn't miss a beat. Whether he was sharing segments with veterans like Randy Orton or squaring up against someone like Austin Theory, Carmelo felt right at home. He wasn't just showing up. He was showing out. A natural for the big stage. Backstage sources say Triple H has been personally mentoring Carmelo, much in the way he once did for names like Kevin Owens and Finn Balor. He sees Hayes as a bridge between generations, someone who understands the art of storytelling but also connects with today's younger audience. He speaks the language of the locker room and the fans, one WWE producer shared anonymously. He's TikTok cool and old school tough. That's gold. Meanwhile, Creative rumors suggest WWE may be preparing a major feud for Hayes going into WrestleMania season, potentially against a returning legend or even one of the current top champions. The idea? To skyrocket him from future promise to current main eventer. Fans already feel it. The WWE Universe has already begun rallying behind Hayes, with his merchandise flying off the shelves and crowd reactions growing louder week after week. "I didn't even know I was a Carmelo Hayes fan until I saw him live," one fan tweeted after a recent SmackDown. "Dude just oozes star power. You don't teach that." Another fan compared him to early days of The Rock, not necessarily in style, but in the way the crowd leaned in whenever he spoke. There's a momentum here that feels organic, not forced. Not manufactured. The kind of movement that only happens when fans see something real in a performer. The roster reacts. Even veteran WWE superstars have taken notice. Seth Rollins called him the smoothest talker in WWE today. AJ Styles said he reminded him of a young HBK with the mindset of a main event player. Bianca Belair recently shouted him out in an interview, saying, "He's the type of star who makes you sit up straighter when he enters the room." When your peers, not just your bosses, see the magic in you, that's when a shift begins. The road ahead. Triple H has hinted that the next WWE draft could see Carmelo Hayes become a foundational pick for one of the brands, likely Raw, where his style and persona could complement or rival stars like Damian Priest, Cody Rhodes, or even Gunther. And with the Royal Rumble only months away, fans are already speculating that Hayes could be one of the breakout surprise entrants, possibly making it to the Final Four, or more. Rhea Ripley summed it up best. "We always talk about the next big thing. But sometimes the next big thing isn't coming, it's already here." Final thoughts. In WWE, there are stars who rise, and then there are stars who ascend like rockets, making it impossible for the world to ignore. Carmelo Hayes appears to be the latter. With Triple H guiding his trajectory, Rhea Ripley singing his praises, and fans already chanting his name, the question isn't if he becomes the face of WWE. It's how soon. And if the prophecy proves true, Melo Don't Miss may end up being a tagline fans associate with a future WWE Hall of Famer.